Well, when you realize a UFC title shot at 170 pounds, that is saying something. Most people would argue this is as deep as any division in the UFC, and this man, undeniably the #1 contender as he makes the walk tonight.
He has separated himself from the pack. The only person left is the champion. He has done everything necessary to be viewed as a guy that could hold this championship belt. Now's his moment. He has got to lock in for 25 minutes because it's going to take all of that 25 to beat this great champion. Big spot for this young man tonight.
Well, and a lot of his UFC experience he believes is going to help him in this setting. He's been measured with his energy all week. Nerves do not appear to be an issue. We'll see if by night's end we have a new champ. Anthony Johnson, as usual, ready to battle as he tries to take home the title. +20 years as a mixed martial arts pro and a career that dates to 2004. Here's Nate Diaz making yet another UFC appearance here tonight. Doubt this man at your own peril. To Leon Edwards and everybody else, this man has proven that he can rise to the occasion at any point over a 25-minute fight.
And he needs the time, right? 25 minutes is where he thrives. That's where he makes his money. In the long fight, because of his cardio, his durability, and his mindset to fight for every second of the fight, the longer the fight goes, the more it starts to sway towards Nate Diaz's side. He's a savage, man. He's a tremendous fighter, and he's done so much in this sport.
June 23rd of '07, Nate Diaz made his UFC debut, still going strong a couple decades later. All right, now let's get you our tail of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. All right, now to get us started with the introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Welterweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Anthony "Rumble" Johnson. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC Welterweight Champion of the World, Nate Diaz!
Herb Dean, third man in the octagon tonight. All right, great to have Nathan Diaz back on the proving ground here tonight. He's been a little bit inactive over the last few years, but he insists he's been doing all the right work and believes that Richard Perez boxing going to be heard from against this fellow striker tonight.
It's always so important to Diaz's success, his boxing, but tonight it's going to be much more important. He needs to be the guy that's going forward pressing and making his opponent back up. When he was able to hurt Leon Edwards, he had him backing up. He cannot retreat. He's not a great counter striker. He's got to overwhelm his opponent tonight if he wants to get a victory.
Nate Diaz in the clinch now, underrated in these clinch situations, and I think a lot of that has to do with just his toughness, his MMA acumen overall. Let's see how he handles this situation. Well, champ, I'm not suggesting he needs to pace himself necessarily, but throwing caution to the wind and all of these bombs, no good if it doesn't land.
Well, I mean, yeah, it was a game plan, but if it's not landing, he's got to be careful not to get countered because he's
Right, so an
overstimulated.
instinctive takedown attempt there from Nate Diaz, and now we'll see if he can put that Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu game together.
This is what we saw from Nate early in his career, but then he developed a...
Oh, could get a finish soon. Looks like a Darce choke.
Oh, my goodness, that Darce choke is very tight. It looks like the Darce choke is in. He's got it locked in now. What he's got to do is start to feed his hips, try to hook the leg so that his opponent can't roll to his back. A lot of takedown defense, submission defense is just being calm and patient.
Well, that's nicely done. You gotta think this is exactly where he wants to be early on.
Yep. Nice shot there by the champ.
Butterfly guard, pretty effective. You don't see it every day.
No, you don't see it every day anymore. But if you're the dominant fighter, you've got to circle him off of the octagon side, separate his body from the fence, so then you can gain a secure top control.
.90 seconds to go in the round.
Posture up and just drop damage.
These are big shots, and they're not glancing blows. When he's throwing, he is landing so good.
Feints with a right punch. His corner's calling for those feints. Nice job by Johnson. 30 seconds now to go in the round. Clipped him with the jab. 5 minutes down, potentially 20 to go. All right, so that's the end of the round. Potential adversity here. He's got a cut on his cheek sustained from that strike in the round. Now the focus becomes maximizing these 60 seconds, shutting that cut and preventing it from becoming a major factor here moving forward. All right, they attend to the fighter on the stool, and I guess if you are going to be cut open, cheek ain't a bad place for it.
Yeah, it's the best spot, right? You never want to be cut. You never want to be bleeding, but if it's on the cheek, it's as good of a spot as it can be. But you still got to do something different, though, because even though the blood isn't going in your eye, every time you get hit there, it's horrible.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two. Oh, now he lands a shot to the leg. How good was that counter as he lands the uppercut?
I mean, that was perfect timing on that uppercut. Oh, my goodness.
Well, clearly this man wants to strike tonight, but he kind of looks like me out there. Like you're a BJJ fighter. Why not play to your strengths?
Well, sometimes you want to prove a point. And right now, he's trying to prove a point that he's well-rounded and everything. But it's not working. He has got to get back to what got him to the show, and that's shooting takedowns and making this a grappling fight.
Just a split there.
Very calculated strike.
Pretty nice entry and takedown by him a moment ago.
That was beautiful. Now he's got to secure his position, John.
All right, so from being dominated to in the dominant position, nice reversal on the ground. Looks as though he will let his opponent stand back up, yes. Now some spacing as they exit the clinch. Well, now if you're the opponent, you really got to be careful as Diaz is able to find a home for that right hand yet again.
When Diaz starts landing the right hand,
set up the strikes off of the feints. Nice feint left there by Johnson. Well, as my favorite rap group Onyx would say, stick and move, right? Beautiful slip off the center line there.
Yeah, what a great job of moving his head. It doesn't take much to avoid a punch.
Nice job by the defensive fighter there, sort of rolled with that offering.
I love watching high-level strikers because they move so much. You never get to hit them clean. That was a great example of that.
Diaz's right torso starting to bruise pretty good here. Under a minute now to go in the round. Oh, crushing counter. Could his timing be any better?
I mean, what a moment brought on by that beautiful counter shot.
And they separate after exiting the clinch.
shot to the head.
Johnson. Oh, this could just about do it. Oh, trying to stay alive, and he will. A beautiful counter by him. Back and forth we go.
Beautiful counter strike while being hurt. Unbelievable.
All right, so the round is over, but not before damage was done. Cut on the cheek, sustained in that round. Cut man in there quickly as usual to try to seal it up. All right, so back to the stools we go. They say defense wins championships, and he has not defended well tonight.
He isn't trying, or at least it doesn't seem like he's trying. He has got to move his head. He's trying to react when the punch is already coming, and that's not working. If he takes many more of these shots, this fight is going to be stopped due to the swelling.
You ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
Round 3. All right, not.
Let's see what he does with it.
Tremendous back and forth action here. It did not take long for these fighters to find the flow state tonight.
I mean, both of them are finding that space in their fighting style that allows for them to operate at a super elite level. Both truly having tremendous performance.
Oh, just like that, that'll do it. And still, the undisputed welterweight champion of the world.
And still is coming to become common. When you talk about this man, the expectation has been exceeded. And once again, he holds on to the UFC championship.
All right, to make this title fight official, here's Bruce.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 21 seconds of the third round. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world,
West Coast. Nate Diaz gets it done tonight, DC. Big effort from the 209er.
Man, still balling. My man Nate Diaz gets the job done again. What a fighter. Stockton's own.